Have you ever found yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body chose that exact moment to interrupt your sleep? You're not alone. For many people over 60, this strange wake-up call isn't just a random event, it's your body trying to tell you something. Margaret, 72, used to wake up every night at the same time. At first, she thought it was just part of getting older, but over time, those early morning hours became a quiet space filled with worry, discomfort, and questions she couldn't answer. In today's video, we'll gently uncover what those 3 a.m. wake-ups could really mean, and more importantly, what you can do about them. Because understanding your body's signals is the first step towards sleeping deeper, feeling stronger, and waking up ready to enjoy your day. Welcome to your next chapter, stronger, wiser, and still curious. 1. The hidden message behind 3 a.m. wake-ups. Waking up at exactly 3 a.m. might feel like a coincidence. But for many older adults, it's a silent signal, your body's way of waving a little red flag in the dark. Let's take John, 68. Every night, around 3 a.m., he'd wake up without fail. No noise, no light, just his eyes opening in the dark, his mind racing, heart slightly elevated. At first, he brushed it off. But over time, it started affecting his days. He felt groggy, less sharp, and even anxious about bedtime. So what's going on? Our bodies have a built-in alarm system. It's deeply connected to our stress response. During the night, especially between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., our stress hormones like cortisol can spike, especially if we've been under pressure or dealing with emotional strain. It's like your body is whispering, something's not right. This doesn't mean you have a serious illness. But if it happens regularly and makes your days harder, if you're feeling more irritable, more tired, or more anxious, it might be a sign of insomnia, chronic stress, or other underlying conditions. And here's something important. Your sleep is not just about rest. It's how your brain resets, your body repairs, your heart rests. So when your sleep keeps getting interrupted at the same time, don't ignore it. Listen with curiosity and compassion. Sometimes your body knows something your mind hasn't figured out yet. 2. Understanding age-related sleep changes. Many people over 60 begin to notice that their sleep isn't quite what it used to be. You might fall asleep easily, but staying asleep becomes the challenge. Why is that? Well, as we age, our sleep architecture changes. Think of your sleep like a house. It used to have thick walls and solid doors, keeping everything quiet and uninterrupted. But with age, those walls thin out. Sleep becomes lighter. The slightest noise, a shift in temperature, even a thought can nudge you awake. Take Helen, 74. She used to sleep straight through the night. Now she finds herself waking up 2 or 3 times, often without knowing why. Her doctor explained that it's normal for older adults to have shorter deep sleep phases and more time in lighter stages. That's why awakenings become more frequent. Another factor: your internal clock, the circadian rhythm. It can shift forward as you age, making you feel sleepy earlier in the evening and naturally wake up earlier in the morning. So if you're waking at 3 a.m., it might be your body thinking it's closer to morning than it really is. But there's more. Common health conditions like nocturia, needing to use the bathroom at night, or chronic pain can make restful sleep even harder to achieve. These interruptions add up, leaving you less refreshed in the morning. Understanding these changes doesn't mean accepting poor sleep. It means working with your body's new rhythm, not against it. Because better sleep isn't about going back to how things used to be. It's about making small, thoughtful adjustments that fit who you are today. 3. The role of stress and mental health. Imagine this. You've had a long day, your body is tired, but the moment your head hits the pillow, your mind starts racing. Thoughts from the past, worries about the future, even small things that shouldn't matter, suddenly feel enormous. For many older adults, stress doesn't show up as panic or outbursts. It hides in the quiet hours of the night. Paul, 70, began waking up every night around 3:30 a.m. He wasn't in pain. He didn't need the bathroom, he just felt alert, almost like his body had been startled awake. His doctor explained that chronic stress, even low-level, long-term stress, can activate the sympathetic nervous system, the part of the brain that prepares us to fight or flee. It's like an internal alarm that never quite turns off. Mental health plays a role here too. Anxiety and depression aren't always loud or obvious. In older adults, they often show up in subtle ways. Trouble, sleeping, waking early, or a heavy feeling that lingers in the morning. These conditions can disturb the natural sleep cycle, leading to repeated awakenings and restless nights. But here's something hopeful. Just as stress can disrupt sleep, calming practices can repair it. Simple breathing exercises, guided meditations, or even writing down your thoughts before bed can help the mind quiet itself. And when your mind feels safe, your body can finally rest. Sleep isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional. Healing your nights often starts with healing your days. 4. Hormonal influences on sleep. Sometimes the reason you're awake at night isn't in your mind, but in your hormones. Let's talk about menopause. For many women, this transition brings more than just hot flashes during the day. At night, sudden waves of heat, sweating, and restlessness can wake them up repeatedly. Linda, 66, described it like this. "It's as if my body forgets it's supposed to be sleeping." These changes are driven by a drop in estrogen and progesterone, hormones, that help regulate sleep and body temperature. When they fall, the nights can feel unpredictable and exhausting, and men aren't untouched by hormonal shifts either. As testosterone levels gradually decline with age, some men experience more fragmented sleep, earlier awakenings, and lower energy throughout the day. Carlos, 69, never had sleep issues before. But over the last year, he found himself waking up earlier and struggling to fall back asleep. Blood tests revealed a drop in testosterone, a common change that affects mood, vitality, and yes, sleep. So what can you do? If you suspect hormones are playing a role in your sleep struggles, talk to your healthcare provider. You might not need medication. Sometimes lifestyle changes, dietary adjustments, or gentle supplements can help. But in some cases, discussing options like hormone replacement therapy can be beneficial. The key is to understand that your body is shifting, and that's not a failure. It's a new chapter that deserves support and attention. If you're still with us, comment the word restful below. It shows you're ready to take your sleep seriously. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next helpful video. 5. Sleep disorders and medical conditions. Not all sleep troubles are caused by stress or age. Sometimes there's a deeper medical reason hiding behind those restless nights. Take sleep apnea, for example. It's a condition where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. Often the person doesn't even realize it's happening, but they wake up feeling unrefreshed, with a dry mouth or headache. More importantly, it increases the risk for heart problems and memory issues. Over time, Michael, 73, used to joke about his snoring. But when his wife noticed he'd stopped breathing for several seconds at a time, he went for a sleep study and discovered he had moderate sleep apnea. With treatment, his sleep improved dramatically. Another condition that often goes unnoticed is restless leg syndrome. Imagine trying to fall asleep while feeling an overwhelming urge to move your legs, like ants crawling under the skin. For some older adults, especially those with iron deficiency or certain chronic conditions, this can disrupt the entire night. And then, of course, there are chronic illnesses, like arthritis or heart disease, that come with their own challenges. Pain, discomfort, and medication side effects can all interfere with your ability to fall or stay asleep. But here's the key. Don't assume it's just part of getting older. If you're waking up every night and it's affecting your days, there may be a treatable condition behind it. Pay attention to the patterns. Write them down. Talk to your doctor. Because restful sleep is not a luxury, it's a vital sign of your overall health. 6. Lifestyle factors affecting sleep. Sometimes, the things we do during the day quietly shape how well, or how poorly, we sleep at night. Let's start with something simple: food and drink. That late afternoon cup of coffee, it might still be active in your system by bedtime. And a glass of wine in the evening? While it can make you drowsy at first, it actually disrupts the deeper stages of sleep later on. Maria, 67, loved her evening tea ritual. But when she switched from black tea to a caffeine-free herbal blend, she noticed her 3 a.m. wake-ups became less frequent. Small change, big impact. Hydration also matters. Drinking too much water before bed can lead to nighttime bathroom visits. But not drinking enough throughout the day can cause discomfort and muscle cramps, which also disturb sleep. Now, what about movement? Regular physical activity is one of the best gifts you can give your sleep. Walking, gardening, dancing, anything that gets your body moving during the day helps regulate your internal clock. But timing is everything. If you exercise too close to bedtime, your body might still be too energized to wind down. Try scheduling. Physical activity earlier, ideally before dinner. And finally, consider your sleep environment. Is your bedroom too warm, too noisy, too bright? Even small adjustments, like blackout curtains, a white noise machine, or a cooler blanket, can transform your nights. Your sleep doesn't begin at bedtime. It starts with the choices you make from the moment you wake up. And every small improvement adds up to a night of deeper, more peaceful rest. 7. Strategies for better sleep. Better sleep isn't about chasing perfection. It's about creating a rhythm that works for your body, your mind, and your life today. One of the most powerful habits? A consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same times every day, even on weekends, helps your internal clock find balance. Your body learns when it's time to rest and when it's time to rise. Eleanor, 71, started setting a wind-down alarm each evening at 9 p.m. It reminded her to turn off the TV, dim the lights, and start her bedtime routine. Within a few weeks, she was falling asleep faster and waking up feeling more refreshed. Speaking of routines, what you do before bed matters. Try calming activities like gentle stretching, deep breathing, listening to soft music, or a short guided meditation. These tell your brain, it's safe now, you can let go. And here's something many people overlook: screen time. Phones, tablets, even the TV, all emit blue light, which can confuse your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Try turning off screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Swap them for a book or a warm bath. Each of these small changes might seem too simple to matter, but together they create a powerful message to your body. You're safe, you're cared for, and you're ready for deep healing sleep. 8. When to consult a professional. Sometimes, no matter how many adjustments you make, cutting caffeine, building routines, calming your mind, your sleep still struggles. That's when it's time to reach out for help. There's no shame in it. In fact, it's one of the most courageous things you can do for your well-being. If you've been waking up night after night, and it's affecting your mood, your memory, or your ability to enjoy the day, consider talking to your doctor. They might suggest a sleep study, an overnight test that can uncover conditions like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome. That's exactly what helped George, 74. He thought his fatigue was just old age, but after a sleep study, he discovered that he was waking up dozens of times each night without even realizing it. With proper treatment, he finally got the deep rest his body was craving. Other times, therapy might be the key. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBTI, has been shown to be more effective than sleep medications for many people. It helps you gently retrain your brain and body to sleep better, without pills or side effects. The bottom line? You don't have to figure it all out on your own. Sleep is personal, yes, but healing is often a team effort. When your nights are peaceful, your days feel more hopeful, and you deserve both. This chapter may be closing, but your journey is just beginning. stronger, wiser, and more alive than ever. So if you've been waking up at 3 a.m. wondering what's wrong with your body, know this: you're not broken, you're not alone, and there is something you can do. Your sleep is a mirror of your life, your stress, your health, your habits, your hopes, and every small step you take toward understanding it is a step toward healing, strength, and deeper peace. Which habit spoke to you the most today? Will you try breathing exercises? Adjust your bedtime routine? Maybe schedule a talk with your doctor? Share in the comments. We'd love to hear your journey. And if this video helped you in any way, please leave a like. It's a small gesture. That helps others find this content too. Know someone who's struggling with sleep? Send this video their way. It might be exactly what they need tonight. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next tip that could change your mornings for the better. Take care, sleep well, and remember, your best years can still be full of energy, clarity, and joy.